Good morning. Okay, I'm gonna get right to it because I don't have that much time because my baby is in her little jumper. Her dad's going for a run. I'm putting on today the Hydrating face primer. You really only need like a pump and a half. So I wanted to show you guys. So all I had on before I just put this on, and I actually really need it up here. All I had on was moisturizer. So this is gonna make me extra red, but oh my gosh, you guys, I went for a walk yesterday. And when I left, I live in San Diego, so it was like cloudy. You're probably gonna hear my baby chatting to herself in the background. Hopefully she doesn't cry. But I went for a walk yesterday like an hour and a half. And when I left, it was super cloudy and overcast. And then about, no joke, 10 minutes in, the sun came blazing out. And I was like, great. I have my baby in like a hoodie and I don't have any sunscreen on. And I fried myself. Like I'm always just like really pink. That's how I tan. But oh my God, I'm fried. Anyway, I'm putting on the hydrating primer. Right now, and I'm gonna let it soak in for a second. I'm gonna do some really basic makeup because I have to go for a run still later. But if you're popping in, say hi. If you are catching this later and the like button's gone, just let me know that you watched it. Give me a hashtag replay or anything you feel like saying. And generally, I feel like I'm gonna let the primer dry. Generally, I feel like the liquid foundation, like I use Unique Skincare, so our skincare is incredible. So I really don't, I'm gonna have this tiny thing and I have a little thing right there. And like, I mean, just my skin's pretty good in general. And this is coming from somebody that took Accutane twice. So when I say the skincare is bomb, it is bomb. So I'm just letting I wanna make sure the primer sets in really quick. You want to make sure you let it dry. But generally, because I feel like my skin is so decent, I feel like I can't really get that good of a showcase of some of our foundations, which are really, truly amazing. My eyebrows are filling in so good because I've been using, and my lashes, that took a beating postpartum, but I've been using our lash serum and it has been awesome. I think I'm about 2 weeks in and like, holy cow, it has made such a big difference on my lashes that were like falling out, going crazy. Okay, I think that's good. Since I fried myself, I think I'm going to use like my more summer color, which is Chiffon right here. I'm going to use our liquid foundation. And I want to show you, like, see how it separates when you're not using it, when it sits for a while? You need to make sure and really shake it up. This is like the foundation a couple years ago that went super viral. I even squeezed out the tube and then continue to shake it up. But anyway, like I said, squirrel, like I was saying, I just don't ever feel like I have that great of bad skin to like really show how awesome our foundations are. I'm like sweating in here. It's because my hair's down. Now I really understand why like moms immediately cut their hair. Besides the fact that the babies just immediately start pulling it. But so I felt like today was like a really good example. So, and I'm going to use, because we have a foundation bundle going on right now. And of course we sold out of like so many of our brushes, but I've never actually put our foundation on with, it's called our T-Bird blusher brush, but I prefer putting foundation on, I don't know. So we have a liquid foundation brush that is pretty great. This is our liquid foundation brush and this one's still left. It's just really dense. I kind of almost like something a little bit fluffier, not as packed, I would say. And I don't think I've ever used blush for this, so, because I really like our blusher brush, which would also probably go pretty well with the foundation, but with the liquid especially, but. So we have a sale on a primer, a foundation of your choice, and we have multiple foundations. I'm just gonna do the liquid today. And then a brush of your choice. Hi Diane, hi Mom. 2 moms are watching. Okay, let's see. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of the chiffon. And generally I like to put the liquid on the brush because I like to dot the foundation. I'm gonna go, since I fried myself, I'm doing like really little, almost like halvesies. There you go. I like to dot the foundation. Let's just hope this really helps me. No, I didn't, because it was cloudy when I left. And then the sun just like, of course, the second I like, and at the end of the street, the sun just started blazing. And I was just like, great, but I didn't want to turn around, but I'm going for a run a little bit and it's cloudy right now, but I am wearing my visor because I fried my head. Okay, so I like to like even, so that way I just feel like it's a little more even. And then you can really kind of go in, and I literally do love the stippling motion. Yeah, this brush works awesome for the liquid. Oh, there's Devin. She's gonna get mad soon. So just look at that coverage just on one side. It really is fabulous. And exactly what I needed. And this is liquid and dries to a matte powder. And depending on the kind of skin you have, so like I'm combination, but I don't know, for some reason I really like the hydrating primer with the liquid or the regular primer. Those are my kind of go-tos. When I go more to like the stick foundation, yeah, this is a liquid foundation, Mom. When I go to like the stick foundation, I prefer more of the mattifying primer. So it kind of just depends on your skin tone. But just a couple little like, hi Michelle, halvesy dots just took my skin from literally bright red. And now it looks like I didn't even burn myself. Like I said, this is liquid. It dries to a matte, like a matte powdery finish. It smells amazing. It's good for your skin. So that gave me my kind of my overall base, my even base. Everybody just chatting. I wanted to jump on here early because I'm in that like golden, Devin can kind of keep herself preoccupied for a few minutes in her little jumper. So I'm just going to go in with maybe like one more. And like I said, I'm not even really doing like a full dot. And I'm just going to go up a little more where I really burn myself and where I have just a couple little spots. I mean, I really don't have a lot going on, luckily, besides my burn. I did use rose water last night, and that helped. I mean, I came home and I was just like, holy mother of God. I frightened myself, and my dog barely made it. He kept like stopping and laying down, and I was just like, am I gonna have to call Alex to come pick him up? Hi, Yori. So I'm just kind of bringing this up into my hairline a little bit because I'm right there, which of course I'm probably gonna peel, which I always peel in my hairline. I mean, I'm just like, I should know better. Even if it's not sunny, why am I not putting our amazing sunscreen on? I was just a little overwhelmed yesterday because I like went with Devin and Bruno, and I was like trying to do it during like right as she was gonna nap. So I was just like on the clock. It was stressing me out. So I blame that. Okay, so that's really, I mean, look how amazing that liquid foundation is. I feel like that was a really good showcase. And if you're catching it now, go back at the end and look at how red. I should take a picture, which I did not do. I'll have to do that later tonight when I take my makeup off and do my before picture after. But I am just going to just finish my makeup because I wanted to do a little bit. Where did I put that? It's not in here. Oh my gosh, I cannot find my stuff. Here it is. It's like really humid in San Diego right now. Okay, so I'm just going to take our little brow liner. I want to just fill it in a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Like I said, I'm going to go for a run still. No, because I don't wear the sunscreen over foundation, so I'm probably going to take this makeup off actually before I run. Because like it's almost like set in place. So you don't, if I were to like rub over it, it would just like essentially take it all off. So if you do sunscreen, you want to do your sunscreen, unless you have a spray, which Unique doesn't. And most of the sprays like are just for your body and like not for your face. I haven't ever seen like a face spray. But the BB Flawless actually has zinc oxide in it, which is a natural sunscreen. So if you wear a BB Flawless, you are kind of getting a little bit of protection. Like I don't tell people it takes the place of sunscreen because it's only like equivalent. We kind of guess to like a 15. Like it's not SPF. I don't ever want people to think it's SPF because it's not, but it does give you some protection. So like I said, I'm just filling in my brows just a tiny, tiny bit, which I feel like the lash serum is filling in my brows so good again. I just need to be really consistent with it, which I have been. I'm pretty good with my self-care lately. This is the shade Medium in our brow liner, which I've used a lot of brow liners. Like I actually have a couple because I wanted to try them in comparison to ours because I had never used a brow liner before Unique. So I have bought a couple from just the store, the Maybelline kind and stuff like that. Yeah, you wear your sunscreen under the BB. That's perfect. You're getting really good protection there. You're getting like 45 when you're doing it that way. And that's what I do too. If I'm gonna be out in the sun where I need sunscreen, I do wear the BB. It's just a little bit lighter, a little bit more dewy. So, you know, I'm constantly sweating like I always am. I feel like it hides a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe that's just in my head and everybody's like, everybody look at that girl sweating over there. That's probably really what's happening. Okay, those are my brows. Oh, anyway, about our brow liner. Seriously, this teeny little pencil lasts forever because you have to use barely any product. I've used other pencils from the store where you just have to like use so much product because they're just not pigmented at all. Okay, what else do I want to do for my non-makeup look? I'm going to put on some of the 4D, our 4D mascara, which is the best. I mean, our Epic is also epic, but you know what? I might need to open a new 4D. How do you know? Here's a good question. How do you know when you need to replace your mascara? 2 ways. Usually every 3 months, because bacteria and stuff grows every time you open it to the oxygen. That, or if you use it so much, I would say you just need to look for, like when you pull the wand out, is it looking dry? Is it looking a little clumpy? That's when you know you probably only have like 1 or 2 more wears out of your mascara. Actually, before you do that, I'm going to put on a little bit of our amazing setting powder. I'm not going to put any of our Touch Press powder on because I just don't need it with how good of coverage you get with the liquid foundation. Our setting powder is incredible. So I kind of just shake it up a little bit because as I show you, it has a little net that catches the powder, which I really do love. For our under eyes, I love to use, for mine, I love to use a beauty blender and just pull off a little bit of that product. And then you can just press it underneath and look at what it does to under your eyes. It seriously takes my under eyes from looking like kind of gray and hollow because I'm not going to do any like under eye concealer or anything today. I just kind of blend it up. But it seriously takes my under eyes from looking a little concave and tired. I did not get a good night's sleep last night to hiding the wrinkles, I feel like. I love our setting powder. So I usually do that for my eyes. And then I just take, I mean, you can just seriously take the same brush. It doesn't really matter. And I just like to go in especially my T-zone. And I have large pores, so I do it that way. And up into my forehead a little bit. Setting powder is magical. If you've never used a setting powder, ours is translucent. You will seriously use such little amount of product. It will last you like a year, one of our setting powders. It's translucent. It doesn't feel like you have anything on your skin. It's seriously one of my favorite products that we have. I don't wear makeup without it. Same with primer, setting powder. Those are like, to me, it's like, what's the point of putting foundation on if it's going to be smearing all over the place and not going to stay on your face? So, okay, let me do my mascara now. And of course I have to have my safety pin ready to go. And so with our 4D, I go a little bit slower. I get as close to the base as I can without poking myself in the eye. Hi, Tracy. I roll the wand while I blink down. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. And our 4D is phenomenal because it has fibers infused in it. That's one of my favorite things about Unique is they innovate so amazingly. Like, look at that. It's crazy. It's so amazing. And you guys, I'm not kidding. Our lash serum is so bomb. Thanks for watching while you're working, while we're all working at home. I mean, that was like nothing. Look at the difference. It's crazy. And I'll show you my super secret trick. This wand is also super innovative because it has 2 different lengths on each side. So there's like there's some smaller bristles on one side and some longer bristles on the other. That's why you really want to make sure and roll the wand. And I kind of turn it around because one side of the wand is going to give you a little bit more volume and the other side is going to give you a little bit more length. Pretty fancy. And then I redip. You don't really have to, but maybe it's just habit. And then if you really want to make your lashes pop, you got to get the back side of your lashes. No, I know you are. I know you work. And you've already been working from home, so. And yeah, your job is essential for sure. People need their money. All right, do you work for Citi? Is that right? And the wand is really fabulous. I'm just really crazy anal about my lashes. And they've always been, they just are very flimsy. So they stick together really easily, no matter what kind of wand I have. But don't forget to get the backside of your lashes. It makes the biggest difference. And you can really just do one coat. Oh, collections. Oh man, I didn't realize you did collections. No wonder you're always talking about people that are so mean on balls. That's rough. But you can always go back and do a double coat, which I think I'm going to because I didn't put on eyeliner. So I can be a little bit more liberal with my second coat. Look at that difference. Like, oh my goodness. R40 is just amazing. I do love our Epic. I just seem to always gravitate a little bit more towards the 4D. I can't even imagine. Oh my gosh. Did you guys put any like new stipulations or guidelines? Hey Pam, with the Rona going on. So I'm really getting in there towards the base of my lashes. Again, look at what the second coat did. Holy majoli. And then don't mind me with my safety pin. Let's see. Oh my gosh, what a difference. And then I'm going to show you guys just a quick, since I know Tracy's on here, which I think I might do another more detail. I think I'm going to, I don't know. I can't talk. I haven't eaten today. I've just had coffee. Can you tell? What if I was like this? My baby's being so good. I have like 10 more minutes before she needs to eat. But, you know, this is why I take forever doing my lashes, because I love mascara so much, you guys. This stuff won't flake. It does not ever smear for me, and I will go and sweat my arse off. Oh, let me see what you said. I have to see more. Oh, that's nice. I mean, the problem is, though, when you do a 2-month deferment, are you just pausing payments, or when the deferment's up, do they owe the current balance plus the last 2-month payments? That's the hard part. With, like, my mom and I were talking about that, like, mortgage forbearance. People think, and I'm going to let this dry, and I'm going to take a little bit off with a Q-tip. Whoa, my lashes look awesome. With the forbearance, it's not mortgage forgiveness. It's, you don't have to pay it right now, but in, you know, however months it's going to take for you to pay us back, you're going to owe us the full balance of what you didn't pay. And it's just like, well, if that was the case, and people had like savings to pay $20,000 at that point, or $10,000 or whatever, I'm talking California mortgage payments, obviously, then they would still keep paying their mortgage. Like, people aren't going to be able to pay that. Let me just show you, what are my colors? Really quick, I'm going to show you, I'm pulling up a dark. So this is just a dark one of our powders, which that's how I like to contour. I like to contour with powder. And I'm going to use one of our angled blusher brushes, which is still available in our special right now. Just like an angled, okay, I will say this. I do have decent cheekbones. I will give you that, say something nice about myself. But doing this little trick makes the biggest difference. So I just take my little angled brush and I just kind of pat with a darker powder. You don't have to go crazy. And if you go like this, you just stick it right under your cheekbone. And if you just go a slight shade darker, so you can see there's a little bit of a difference, but it's not super aggressive. So again, this is just maybe like 1 shade darker than, can you guys hear Devin going, oh, she's so cute. See the difference? Just right under my cheekbone. And make sure you bring it up to your hairline so it's not something scary drastic. But then, Tracy, if you're still watching, I hope you are. All you do, especially for your cheekbones, what is the highlighter I want to use? Where'd it go? Where's my brush? Okay, let me do blush first. I like to do blush before I do highlight. Where is my other blusher brush? Okay, here. So I have another blusher brush. Oh, these go back to more normal. Oh, okay. Okay, that actually seems like really helpful. Hi, Heather. So this is just one of our matte blushers. I think it's called Sisterly. So I like to just put a little bit like on the apples of my cheeks. And I have so much highlight stuck on this brush still. So don't let it fool you, but I'm going to show you. Okay, so I just do a little bit of blush like right on the apples of my cheeks. If you notice, I do everything kind of in a patting motion. I'm not a huge like, I don't know why. Maybe it's just my skin type. Who knows? Okay, and then whatever highlighter you have. So this is one of ours. It's our Olive Mode Powder Luminizer, and this is the shade Benevolent, so it's almost kind of like a cream type highlighter. It's not white, but it's creamish. And then you can really, honestly, I prefer like a, if I can find it, this is our Fluffy Crease Spot. fluffy crease brush, which I actually really love. You can see it's like pretty loose. I use it a lot for eyeshadow, but any sort of like fluffy brush. You can use a fan brush. I just have a little bit more control with a brush like this. And then your goal is, so you can kind of see that my blush had a little highlighter in it, but your goal is you want to hit the very top of your cheekbone, not under your eye though. So it's like, just kind of feel like where your cheek is. If you go like this, you can see like this is your actual cheek. You're going to hit the very top of your cheekbone right there. And you just want to do like a light, like dusting motion. So then when you like turn your head like that, like bam. See how I don't have it on that side? I'm going to have a little bit because of, and you just kind of bring it up like this. So you want to try to keep away from like right in here. So I would say like middle of your eye, like back. And then you just do the other side. It's pretty easy. That's where you do it on your cheek. Oh, there's a brush here. We'll just do that just as I know you were asking about that specifically. And then you can always go back, and if you were like, well, that's too much, just blend it out a little bit. Just try and stay away from this part of your cheeks, because then you don't want like, I don't know, your highlighter like all up in your cheeks. I don't anyway. That's not how I like it. Okay, guys, I seriously think that's it. I already have my Hottie lip plumper on, which is my very favorite. I wanted to just do like a, what do I call it? A no makeup look. Come too close. Yeah, try not to bring it too far in. I mean, try and stick to like half your eye and out. Kind of like, I do a little bit more blush like in here. Not very much. I try not to and try to keep it up here, but yeah, like right here. But I will say throwing in a teeny bit of contour right here. Yeah, let's not highlight my giant pores either. But if you throw a little bit of contour like right under, it will make your highlight pop even more. It's way better. But that's it, you guys. I want to pop on here live, show how the liquid foundation can take a bright red tomato face like mine, from being stupid and not wearing sunscreen, to looking like, oh, maybe I just have a nice little tan. Trick people. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please comment below. If you're catching this later, don't forget to comment replay so I can pop on and say hi. And that's pretty much it. Hope everybody has a fabulous hump day. See you later. Bye.